Hey there, coin collectors and numismatists. Today, we have a truly exciting topic to dive into: the 2010 Jefferson nickel coin worth a whopping $1.1 million. That's right, the seemingly ordinary coin is hiding a valuable secret that could make you a small fortune. So, grab your magnifying glass and get ready to uncover the fascinating story behind this rare treasure. Let's start by examining the history of the Jefferson nickel. This iconic coin was first minted in 1938 to honor the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Over the years, various designs and mint marks have been used, making each Jefferson nickel unique and special in its own way. The 2010 Jefferson nickel, in particular, was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado, adding to its rarity and value. Now, you may be wondering what sets the 2010 Jefferson nickel apart from the rest. Well, it all comes down to a small error that occurred during the minting process. This error, known as a double die obverse, occurs when the design on the coin is stamped onto the die twice, creating a slightly blurred or doubled effect. In the case of the 2010 Jefferson nickel, this error is so subtle that it is easily overlooked by the untrained eye. But here's where things get really interesting: only a handful of these double die 2010 Jefferson nickels were ever produced, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. In fact, the estimated value of one of these coins is an astonishing $1.1 million. Just imagine stumbling upon one of these rare gems in your pocket change. Talk about a life-changing discovery. So, how can you tell if you have a 2010 Jefferson nickel worth $1.1 million in your possession? Well, first and foremost, you'll want to carefully examine the obverse side of the coin for any signs of doubling or blurriness in the design. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, it's worth getting your coin authenticated by a professional coin grader to confirm its rarity and value. Of course, finding a 2010 Jefferson nickel worth $1.1 million is like finding a needle in a haystack, but that's part of the thrill and excitement of coin collecting. You never know what hidden treasures you might come across in your pursuit of rare and valuable coins. In conclusion, the 2010 Jefferson nickel worth $1.1 million is a true testament to the beauty and unpredictability of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, this rare coin serves as a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So, keep your eyes peeled and your coin collecting skills sharp. You never know when you might stumble upon a valuable gem like the 2010 Jefferson nickel. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to explore the rare and valuable 2006 Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin has a remarkable story behind it, as some examples of this coin have sold for an astonishing $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.2 million for a nickel. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover the secrets of this valuable coin. Let's start by taking a closer look at the 2006 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in 2006 at the Philadelphia Mint, which is known for producing high-quality coinage. The design features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, with his name inscribed above and the words "In God We Trust" below. The reverse side showcases Jefferson's Monticello home, with the words "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum" encircling the image. Now, you might be wondering why this particular coin is worth so much money. Well, it all comes down to rarity and condition. The 2006 Jefferson nickel is a key date coin, meaning that it is one of the scarce coins in a series that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. In this case, only a handful of these nickels were minted with a special error that makes them extremely valuable to collectors. The error in question is a doubling of the obverse design, known as a double die error. This occurs when the die that is used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process, resulting in a slightly doubled image on the coin. This type of error is highly sought after by collectors, as it is a unique and visually striking feature that sets the coin apart from others in the series. In addition to the double die error, the condition of the coin also plays a significant role in its value. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are always more desirable to collectors, as they have maintained their original luster and detail. Any signs of wear or damage can significantly decrease the value of the coin, so finding a 2006 Jefferson nickel in top condition is crucial for maximizing its worth. So, how do you know if you've struck gold with a valuable 2006 Jefferson nickel? Well, there are a few key indicators to look out for. First and foremost, check for the double die error on the obverse side of the coin. This will be most noticeable around the edges of Jefferson's portrait, where the doubling will be evident as a shadow or ghost image. Next, inspect the overall condition of the coin. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that could detract from its value. A coin that is free from these blemishes and has sharp, well-defined details is more likely to fetch a higher price on the collector's market. Finally, consider having the coin authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This will provide you with an official assessment of the coin's condition and authenticity, which can give you peace of mind when it comes time to sell or trade the coin. In conclusion, the 2006 Jefferson Nickel is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. With its rare double die error and potential for sky-high value, this coin is a must-have for any serious numismatist. So, keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure. You never know when you might stumble upon a $1.2 million nickel. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore the story behind a rare and valuable 1981 Jefferson nickel coin worth a whopping $1.30 million. To understand the significance of this coin, we need to go back in time to 1981. The United States Mint released a limited number of Jefferson Nickels that year, specifically from the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P Mint mark. These coins are highly sought after by collectors due to their rarity and unique characteristics. So, what makes this particular 1981 Jefferson nickel coin so special? Well, let's start with its condition. This coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, which is incredibly rare for a coin of its age. Its sharp details and lustrous finish make it a standout piece in any collection, but it's not just the condition that sets this coin apart, it's also the variety. This 1981 Jefferson nickel features a unique design error that adds to its appeal. The coin has a double die error on the obverse, meaning that the image of Thomas Jefferson's profile appears slightly distorted and doubled. This error is a popular choice among collectors, as it adds an element of intrigue and rarity to the coin. Now, let's talk about the value of this 1981 Jefferson nickel coin. With a price tag of $1.3 million, it's clear that this coin is a true gem in the world of numismatics. The combination of rarity, condition, and design error make it a highly desirable piece for serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a one-of-a-kind coin. But why is this coin worth so much money? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. There are only a handful of 1981 Jefferson nickels with the double die error in existence, and the number of collectors vying for these rare coins is only growing. As more and more collectors enter the market, the value of these coins continues to rise, making them a lucrative investment for those who are lucky enough to own one. So, where can you find a 1981 Jefferson nickel coin like this one? The best place to start is by attending coin shows, browsing online auctions, or connecting with reputable coin dealers. These sources often have access to rare and valuable coins like the 1981 Jefferson nickel, and they can help you find the perfect addition to your collection. In conclusion, the 1981 Jefferson nickel coin worth $1.3 million is a true treasure for any coin collector. Its rarity, unique design error, and pristine condition make it a standout piece in the world of numismatics. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these coins, don't hesitate to add it to your collection. It's sure to be a valuable and cherished asset for years to come. And there you have it, folks. The story of the 1981 Jefferson nickel coin worth $1.3 million. We have an incredibly exciting topic to dive into, the 1964 Jefferson nickel worth a staggering $1.4 million. That's right, a seemingly ordinary coin that holds an extraordinary value. So grab your magnifying glass and let's unravel the mystery behind this rare treasure. Let's start by setting the scene back in 1964. This was a pivotal year for American coinage as it marked the last year that silver was used in the production of coins. The United States Mint was in full swing, pumping out coins like the Jefferson nickel, which featured the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. Little did they know that one of these seemingly mundane coins would become a numismatic sensation years later. Fast forward to the present day, where a 1964 Jefferson nickel has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. What sets this particular coin apart is a unique error in its production. You see, most nickels from 1964 were made of copper-nickel alloy, but a small number were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets intended for the discontinued silver dime. This error was a rare occurrence, making these coins incredibly valuable to collectors. Now, you may be wondering how a simple nickel could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. With only a handful of these error coins known to exist, the competition among collectors to add one to their collection is fierce. The scarcity of the 1964 Jefferson nickel in silver only adds to its allure and drives up its market value. But what makes this coin so special aside from its rarity? The answer lies in its history and the story it tells. Each coin is a piece of Americana, a snapshot of a bygone era when silver coins still circulated in everyday transactions. Holding a 1964 Jefferson nickel in your hand is like holding a piece of history, a tangible connection to the past that sparks curiosity and fascination. As with any rare coin, authentication is crucial when it comes to determining its value. The 1964 Jefferson nickel in silver has been certified by reputable grading services to ensure its authenticity and quality. This certification gives collectors peace of mind knowing that they are acquiring a genuine piece of numismatic history. So, where can you find one of these elusive 1964 Jefferson nickels worth $1.4 million? Well, the chances of stumbling upon one in your pocket change are slim to none. These coins are typically sold at auction houses or through private sales, where serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own a piece of rare coinage. If you're feeling inspired to start your own coin collection, the 1964 Jefferson nickel is a great place to start. While you may not strike gold or silver right away, the thrill of the hunt and the joy of discovery are priceless experiences in themselves. Plus, who knows, you may stumble upon a hidden gem like the coveted 1964 Jefferson nickel in your quest for rare coins. In conclusion, the 1964 Jefferson nickel worth $1.4 million is a shining example of the hidden treasures that lie within the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, history, and value make it a prized possession for collectors and enthusiasts alike. So, next time you come across a nickel in your pocket, take a closer look. You never know what hidden treasures may be waiting to be discovered. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to explore the story of a 1989 D. Jefferson nickel that is worth a staggering $1.5 million. That's right, folks, this seemingly ordinary coin has a hidden treasure trove of value that will leave you in awe. Let's start by taking a closer look at the history of the Jefferson nickel. This iconic coin was first minted in 1938 to commemorate the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Over the years, the design of the nickel has undergone various changes, making each coin a unique piece of American history. Now, let's fast forward to 1989, when the Denver Mint struck a limited number of Jefferson nickels with an error that would later make one lucky collector a millionaire. The error in question was a mistake in the minting process that resulted in a double die on the obverse side of the coin. This rare misprint created a ghostly image of Jefferson's profile, giving the coin an otherworldly appearance that sets it apart from the rest. Although the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, its true value lies in its rarity and historical significance. Only a handful of these double die error coins were ever produced, making them highly sought after by collectors around the world. The fact that this particular coin is valued at $1.5 million speaks volumes about its importance in the numismatic community. But what exactly makes the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel worth such a hefty sum? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. With only a few of these coins in existence, the law of scarcity dictates that their value will only continue to rise over time. This, coupled with the coin's unique error and historical significance, makes it a must-have for serious coin collectors looking to add a rare gem to their collection. Now, you may be wondering how one of these rare 1989 D. Jefferson nickels could end up in your possession. While it's highly unlikely that you'll stumble upon one of these coins in your pocket change, there are ways to acquire one through reputable coin dealers, auctions, and online marketplaces. Keep in mind that due to the coin's high value, it's essential to authenticate any potential purchase to ensure that you're getting the real deal. That if you're lucky enough to own one of these prized 1989 D. Jefferson nickels, congratulations! Not only do you have a piece of history in your hands, but you also have a valuable asset that will only appreciate in value over time. Whether you choose to display your coin in a collection or sell it to a fellow collector, the possibilities are endless when it comes to owning a piece of numismatic history. In conclusion, the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin, it's a rare treasure that holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists everywhere. With its unique error, historical significance, and jaw-dropping value of $1.5 million, this coin is truly a gem worth admiring. So, if you ever come across one of these elusive nickels in your coin hunts, consider yourself lucky and hold on tight to this valuable piece of American history. We have an absolutely mind-blowing topic to discuss, the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel coin that's worth a whopping $1.6 million. Yep, you heard that right. So grab your favorite drink, kick back, and let's get into it, alright? So let's first talk about the history behind the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel. This particular coin was minted in Denver in 1994, as indicated by the D mint mark on the coin. Now, you might be wondering what makes this seemingly ordinary nickel worth such an extraordinary amount. Well, it all comes down to a very rare error that occurred during the minting process. You see, in 1994, there was a small number of Jefferson nickels that were mistakenly struck on planchets that were intended for dimes. This error resulted in a nickel that was significantly smaller in diameter than a regular nickel, making it a unique and highly sought-after collectible item in the numismatic world. But here's where things get even more interesting. There is believed to be only a handful of these 1994 D. Jefferson nickel coins in existence, with most of them already in the possession of private collectors or museums. This scarcity, combined with the fact that it's a mint error, is what drives up the value of this coin to an astonishing $1.60 million. Now, you might be wondering how such a seemingly small error could result in such a huge price tag. Well, it all boils down to the basic laws of supply and demand. When there are only a few of a certain item in existence, and there are plenty of people willing to pay top dollar for it, the price is going to skyrocket. And that's exactly what we're seeing with the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel.so. If you happen to come across one of these rare coins in your coin collection or during your coin hunting adventures, consider yourself extremely lucky. And if you're thinking about selling it, you could potentially be sitting on a small fortune. Of course, it's always recommended to have rare coins like this one authenticated and appraised by a professional before making any decisions. In conclusion, the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel coin worth $1.6 million is an absolute gem in the world of numismatics. Its rarity, combined with the unique mint error that occurred during its production, makes it a highly coveted and valuable collectible item. So keep your eyes peeled, you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure like this one. Well, that's all for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed learning about this extraordinary coin and its incredible value. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more fascinating content on coins and collectibles. We are diving into the exciting world of coin collecting and talking about the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin may not look like much at first glance, but let me tell you, it is worth a whopping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million for a single nickel. So, grab a seat and let's explore what makes this particular coin so valuable. So, what exactly sets the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel apart from all the other nickels out there? Well, it all comes down to a very rare error that occurred during the minting process. You see, the coin was supposed to be struck with a normal copper-nickel composition, but due to a mistake at the mint, a small number of these nickels were actually made from 90% silver. And as any experienced collector will tell you, a silver nickel is an incredibly rare find. And now, you might be thinking, why would someone pay $1.7 million for a coin that's just made of silver? Well, it all comes down to the law of supply and demand. With only a handful of these silver nickels in existence, the demand for them among collectors is sky high. And when you combine that scarcity with the historical significance of the Jefferson nickel, it's no wonder that this coin commands such a high price. But wait, there's more to this story. Not only is the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel valuable because of its silver composition, but it also has a unique design element that sets it apart from other nickels. If you take a closer look at the coin, you'll notice that Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse side has a different appearance than on other Jefferson nickels. This subtle variation adds to the coin's allure and makes it even more desirable to collectors. Now, you might be wondering, how does someone come to possess a coin worth $1.7 million? Well, it usually starts with a stroke of luck. In the case of the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel, most of them were quickly discovered and claimed by collectors when the error was first identified. However, every now and then, one of these rare silver nickels will surface in someone's pocket change or at a coin show, and that's when the real excitement begins. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 1998 P. Jefferson nickel, there are a few things you should keep in mind. First and foremost, make sure to have the coin authenticated by a professional grading service. With so much money on the line, it's crucial to verify the coin's authenticity and condition to ensure you're not dealing with a counterfeit or altered piece. Once you have the coin graded and authenticated, you can start exploring your options for selling or investing in it. Speaking of selling, you might be wondering how someone could justify spending $1.7 million on a single coin. Well, for many collectors and investors, rare coins like the 1998 Jefferson nickel are seen as a safe and lucrative asset. With the value of precious metals like silver continuing to rise, owning a rare silver coin can be a smart way to diversify and protect your investment portfolio. And when you factor in the historical significance and beauty of a coin like the 1998 Jefferson nickel, it's easy to see why someone would be willing to pay a hefty price for it. In conclusion, the 1998 Jefferson nickel is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. With its unique silver composition, rare error, and distinctive design, this nickel has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike. If you ever come across one of these rare silver nickels in your coin collection or pocket change, consider yourself incredibly lucky. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the proud owner of a $1.7 million coin. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and taking a close look at the 1982 Jefferson nickel. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about a nickel? Well, buckle up because this particular coin is worth a staggering $1.8 million. First off, let's talk about the history of the 1982 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in Denver in 1982 and is part of the Jefferson Nickels series that has been in circulation since 1938. The Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse side. It's a classic design that has stood the test of time. Now, you're probably wondering why a seemingly ordinary nickel is worth such a mind-boggling amount of money. Well, it all comes down to rarity and condition. In the case of the 1982 Jefferson nickel, there are only a handful of known examples in existence. This scarcity, combined with the fact that the coin is in pristine condition, has driven up its value to astronomical levels. One of the key factors that make the 1982 Jefferson nickel so valuable is the error that occurred during the minting process. In a small number of coins, the letter D that signifies the Denver mint where the coin was produced is missing. This error is known as a missing mint mark and is highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to come across one of these rare coins, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. In addition to the missing mint mark error, the 1982 Jefferson nickel is also highly coveted for its exceptional condition. Many of the known examples of this coin are in mint state, meaning they have never been circulated and have retained their original luster. This combination of rarity and quality makes the 1982 Jefferson nickel a true unicorn in the world of coin collecting. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1982 Jefferson nickel in your collection? One of the first things to look for is the missing mint mark. Check the reverse side of the coin where the mint mark should be located. If you don't see the letter D next to Monticello, you may have a rare error coin on your hands. Another important factor to consider is the condition of the coin. Look for signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that could diminish its value. A mint state 1982 Jefferson nickel will have sharp details, a bright sheen, and no visible imperfections. If your coin meets these criteria, you could have hit the jackpot without even realizing it. If you do happen to come across a 1982 Jefferson nickel worth $1.8 million, you'll want to take some precautions to protect your newfound treasure. Keep it in a secure location, such as a safe deposit box, to prevent damage or theft. You may also want to consider having the coin professionally graded and authenticated to verify its authenticity and value. In conclusion, the 1982 Jefferson nickel is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into a priceless treasure. With its rarity, error, and exceptional condition, this coin has captured the hearts of collectors around the world. So, keep an eye out for that missing mint mark and you could be the next lucky owner of a $1.8 million nickel.